In this, tertiary and tertiary both are tertiary, but iodide is a good living comparing to chlorine. So this will undergo first by SN1 reaction. Among these two, this is tertiary, this is primary. Tertiary versus primary, tertiary undergo more react by SN1 mechanism. Okay. So I hope all of you understood the concept of SN1 mechanism. Next, we'll continue the rearrangements in SN1 mechanism. Rearrangements in SN1 reaction. So these rearrangements are very important because we expect the one product, but that product will not be present in the correct manner. Okay, whatever we expect the product through SN1 mechanism, which is unrearranged mostly, but when the molecule forming carbocation, it may undergo certain types of rearrangements. So that we will discuss why the molecule undergo rearrangement. The reason for rearrangement is due to formation of carbocation. Whenever carbocations are formed, they may undergo rearrangement process. Why they will undergo rearrangement? To get stability. One molecule, suppose secondary carbocation may undergo rearrangement, can form tertiary carbocation. Primary carbocation mostly least stable, that may convert into more stable tertiary carbocation. Okay, so because of this stability, molecules will undergo certain types of rearrangements. As in SN1 mechanism, if you observe the first step of mechanism, in the step 1 mechanism, slow step which form the carbocation. When carbocations are formed, they may undergo rearrangement, they can form the rearranged products. Okay, for example, I will take one example here, that is CH3, CHBr, CH3, CH3, CH3. Observe this molecule. The name of this molecule is 1, 2, 3, 4, 2-bromo, 3-methyl butane. This molecule whenever react with the solvent, first step is a slow step which does not require any solvent. This molecule undergo ionization step. After ionization, the molecule can form the carbocation. This molecule ionization, can you tell me which type of carbocation is formed in this? CH3, CH plus CH3, CH3. This is secondary carbocation. We are getting secondary carbocation. Once secondary carbocation is formed, you observe the adjacent carbon. In this adjacent carbon having one hydrogen. This hydrogen undergo rearrangement now. Means hydride shift. This is shifted as H minus, but not as a H. This hydrogen will take along with electrons and shift it to the positive charge. So this is said to be hydride shift. After shifting this hydride, the molecule we get this CH can be neutralized as CH2, and after losing this H minus, this carbon becomes positive charge carbocation, CH3. So this is tertiary carbocation. So comparing to secondary, tertiary is more stable. When tertiary carbocation is more stable, hereafter this nucleophile can attack. What is nucleophile? If I take the methanol as nucleophile, this will attack here, and this H plus is eliminated, and the product is CH3, CH2, COCH3, CH3 and CH3. This is the final product, which is the rearranged product. I am writing here particularly, this is rearranged product. But what we expect generally, how do we write the molecule? If you don't shift the hydride, here itself you can write the methanol, CH3OH. This CH3OH attack at this position, and the expected product is CH3, CH, OCH3, CH, CH3 and CH3. This is the product. This is also product, but this product is unrearranged. This is without rearrangement. I write this as this product is without rearrangement. Without rearrangement, this is the product we get. But observe these two. If molecule has to undergo rearrangement, why it has to undergo rearrangement? First point I told you, whenever the carbocations are formed, they may undergo rearrangement. Why they will undergo rearrangement? To get stability. This molecule, in the first step ionization, we are getting carbocation. This carbocation is secondary carbocation. If you attack nucleophile at secondary carbocation itself directly, if nucleophile attack directly at the secondary carbocation, we get one product. That product is without any rearrangement. Got it? But this molecule adjacent, when H minus will be shifted, you may get doubt here, why I am shifting only H minus, why can't CH3? If I shift CH3 from this, again it becomes secondary only. Okay, if we shift again here, if we shift from CH3 to here, I get CH plus. CH plus again secondary. I don't get any more stable carbocation. But if I shift hydrogen or hydride, I get tertiary carbocation. This tertiary carbocation is more stable than secondary. After formation of this rearrangement to the more stable carbocation, if I add nucleophile, I get the product which is rearranged product. So for this substrate, what is the major product? Without rearranged product or with rearranged product? The answer is the product is rearranged product. This is minor. This forms only a small quantity. This forms in large quantity. That's why it is written as major. This is the major. That is the minor. Okay. That's why generally without, if you don't have any idea about the rearrangement in SN1 mechanism, you will directly write this product without any rearrangement. That's why I am telling here rearrangement part is very important in SN1 mechanism because it forms the intermediate as carbocation. But in SN1 no need any rearrangement because SN2 there is no formation of carbocation. It forms one transition state. There is no carbocation formation. That's why no rearrangement is possible in SN2. But rearrangement is possible in SN1 mechanism. I will write some other examples. We will try to write the rearranged products and unrearranged also. We write the major and minor. Let us see these examples. In these examples, I have taken the substrates, different types of substrates, and when the nucleophile and solvent will be taken in this case, different types of solvent I have taken. Solvent itself act as nucleophile in all the cases. Now let us see the products here. First step is what? Formation of carbocation. Halide should be eliminated. We get the carbocation. So in this, after Cl minus eliminated, we get the carbocation. Which type of carbocation it is? CH3 plus. This is which type of carbocation? Secondary. Secondary carbocation. But I told you, adjacent, you observe the adjacent. We have a hydrogen. This hydrogen will shift as hydride to this. After shifting, what we get here? This molecule, we get H here and CH3. Here we get positive charge. This is it to be which type of carbocation? Tertiary carbocation, which is the more stable. So when this molecule is more stable, next nucleophile has to attack here. When nucleophile attack here, CH3, CH2OH, this will attack here and the product formation is OCH2, CH3 and CH3. This is the product. Okay. So this way we have to write the product. If you don't rearrange, what we get the product here? You directly will write here nucleophile, that is OCH2, CH3, CH3. This is without rearrangement, this is with rearrangement. But which is the major? This is the major. This is the minor, because this is do not have any rearrangement in this. Okay, so nothing but every molecule no need to undergo definitely rearrangement in the SN1 mechanism. It may or may not undergo. Here you have two possibilities. This is without rearrangement, this with rearrangement. So I am writing with rearrangement as a major product. Okay, in these three examples, I write only major, particularly major with rearrangement products I write. So after elimination of this, what we get? The carbocation. This is the carbocation. Which type of carbocation it is? Secondary carbocation. Secondary carbocation. This secondary carbocation undergo rearrangement. Why? Here we can see double bond. If double bonds are not there, definitely there is no rearrangement. If double bond is there, here we have two hydrogens. One hydrogen undergo rearrangement, hydride shift. Then what we get the product here? Intermediate. This we get positive charge. Here we get hydrogen. Now can you tell me which type of carbocation it is now? Why I did rearrangement in this case? This is secondary carbocation. After rearrangement, this carbocation is said to be what? The carbon which is adjacent to the double bond is said to be allylic carbon. When it contains positive charge, it is said to be allylic carbocation. Allylic carbocations are more stable due to the resonance. Allylic carbocations are resonance stabilized, that is, it is said to be more stable carbocation. Next, nucleophile will attack here. Acetic acid I have taken nucleophile. When acetic acid is taken, CH3COOH, this lone pair will attack here. When lone pair attack here, what we get the product here? And anyway, H2 plus, from this H2 plus is eliminated, and the product is OCH3. I mean, the product will be OC double bond OCH3. This is the product. Okay, so this is the major product with rearrangement. Coming to this, so what is the reaction for this? Here I don't have space. I will write here. Now, when the molecule undergo carbocation formation, what we get the carbocation in this? When iodide is eliminated, I minus is eliminated, the intermediate, what we get in this? This is carbocation. Which type of carbocation is now? Primary carbocation. This primary carbocation undergo rearrangement again. Here we have one hydrogen. This hydride will shift like this. Hydride shift. After shifting hydride, we get more stable carbocation. This CH2 becomes CH3 and positive charge we get here. This is tertiary carbocation. Tertiary is more stable than primary. Okay. Now nucleophile will be attacked here. What is nucleophile in this? CH3OH. After losing this proton, this nucleophile attack here, and the product is CH3OCH3. Understood the reaction? So this way molecules undergo rearrangements and they can form the different types of products. Okay, and you can try with neopentyl alcohol. I written as neopentyl alcohol. By taking this molecule, you can try the reaction CH2OH, which on reaction with methanol on heating. This is neopentyl alcohol. What is the product? You can try this reaction. Except this molecule also undergo rearrangement. Okay. So this is very important, rearrangement in the SN1 reactions because of formation of carbocation. Again I will tell you why this molecule undergo rearrangement. Not only in SN1, you remember that in organic chemistry wherever the carbocations are formed, they may undergo rearrangements. Why they will undergo rearrangements? To get more stable carbocations. Okay. So that's why this part is very important. Try this with neopentyl alcohol. What would be the product? You can mention in the comment box. You can just mention in the comment box with IUPAC name. No need to write the structure here. You can mention the answer in the comment box with IUPAC name. If you like this video, please click on the like button and share with your friends. And please subscribe to my channel to get this kind of videos from this chapter or some other chapters also. Thank you.